very much. Ian, this dissent memo from diplomats and officials at the U.S. Embassy in Kabul last month is not something to be taken lightly. But these diplomats felt they were being seen as simply alarmists because they had a different perspective on how awful the situation was unfolding in Afghanistan. Does that speak to an apparent lack of urgency inside the Biden administration?
Certainly speaks to a lack of honesty with President Biden's speech this week to the public. I'll tell you, I mean, I haven't been talking to the diplomats that wrote that dissent memo, but I have been talking to the diplomats from America's allies, Canada and all across Europe and NATO. And if they had had the option to write a dissent memo, they would have. They have been expressing privately, very loudly, their animosity, their anger with the United States, that the U.S. decided to execute this withdrawal completely unilaterally. They weren't talking to the allies, despite them fighting side by side with us for 20 years. They were deeply concerned. The Brits so concerned that they even floated the prospect of the French and the Germans staying on the ground with the UK in a coalition of the willing without the United States. The Germans and the French said no. But it's very clear that the Biden administration, which so many allies had seen as being a real departure from America First of the Trump administration, today, no matter what the Biden administration says, that they could do no wrong, the fact is that American allies, our closest allies around the world, are seeing this very, very differently.
Yeah.